37. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Randall, and some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll run. Here's Harris. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
Come on, set. 50, play. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Hey, lock it. Slip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Deion Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be...
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Sponge. Check three.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
25 to Mike. Come on, D. Come on, Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Pick it up. Set up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. Go.
They'll run with Geis. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Randall. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
It got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson from the shotgun. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Redskins now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Out. Get it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm not ready. Hey. Yeah. Deep grip.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road